Hey, okay, it's Carl again. Thanks for stopping by. Here we are in our brand new offices. We had spent a little bit of time moving over, so things are a little bit different. So in the conference room, we're in the process of getting things set up. So today I thought we would just go ahead and have our class right here. So one of the requests that we had for a topic to cover was the topic of covering how to get your listing sold a little bit faster. Now in this marketplace, I think you'd probably agree with me that taking listings is the name of the game. If you've got 100 listings in your market that are for sale, and then you have only 10 that are selling, okay, then it sure makes a lot of sense to go ahead and get a lot more listings so you can have a greater portion of them sell. If you stop taking listings altogether, then that's when you're going to start running into problems, because without listings, it's like a store with no product, all right? And that's really what you're needing to have is product on your shelves. So that being said, when you're taking all these listings because of all the prospecting you're doing and the presentations that you're making, you're going to come across times where you're going to have problems selling them quickly. Now, I want you to go ahead and grab a piece of paper. I'm going to give you a couple of tips that you can go ahead and use to go ahead and sell your listings a little bit faster. So if you'll grab a piece of paper, I want you to make a couple quick notes, all right? The first thing you need to do, obviously, when you're taking a listing is make sure at the very beginning, all right, when you're taking that listing, that agent, all right, that buyer is that seller is very, very motivated, okay? You have to know right from the beginning that this is the most important thing to them, okay? If selling is not the most important thing to them, then you're spending an awful lot of time wasting time. Okay, if this is somebody who's just, maybe going to do it if they get the right price, or maybe if things work out well, I'll sell, then you're wasting a lot of time. And time is something you don't have. Now, this is something that you really, really have got to understand. So point number one, the seller must be motivated, all right? Point number two, all right, the next thing you need to understand is that when it comes to price, your home needs to be either number one or number two in terms of cheap, least expensive homes in that area, okay? It doesn't really matter. If your home is in great condition, all right, then that's one thing, all right? If you're competing with a lot of foreclosures and REO and short sale, things like that, then your home has got to be competitively priced. So for example, if there are 10 homes in the subdivision, 5 of which are REO, 2 of which are short sales, and there's your home, which is neither short nor REO, all right? Look, ask yourself this: what price would it have to be before you would buy it, okay? Because really, when you think about it, a short sale, okay, fine. There could be some issues. It may never go through at that price. You never know, okay? But an REO, you can almost guarantee will go at that price or slightly below it, all right? And so if you've got REO in that property, in that area, then you need to make sure that that property is priced so that it can compete with that REO. Most REOs these days are not in terrible condition, okay? Many of them have some issues, that's true, but by and large, they're average homes. Now, you can make some adjustments, of course, because of condition for your place, but not a lot so, all right? So remember that you have to be number one or number two within your marketplace to go ahead and get seen, okay? Number three, it does need to be in great condition, okay? In an environment where there's a lot of homes for sale, all right, your home can't be, with cat pee and dog poop in it, okay? It can't be that way. It has to be in great condition because there's a lot of homes for people to choose from. Now, REO companies, all right, the seller will tell you, well, the REO company, that home is a mess. I'm sorry, I sell REO property, and I'm telling you right from the beginning that the REO companies will go ahead and spend the time, spend some money, get the home cleaned up, okay, get it trashed out, get all the stuff cleaned up, make sure that it is actually going ahead and is clean before they will sell it. Now, it will not be in pristine condition where it's move-in, ready or whatever. They might be having problems or something. But think about it, by and large, HUD, they have their homes inspected to some degree, so you know what you're buying when you get in. They have their homes cleaned before you come in. Almost all REOs will have their homes cleaned before they come in. And so your seller is trying to tell you that, hey, that place is a piece of crap. Hey, it's not a piece of crap. It's been cleaned, all right? And in many cases, they have had appraisals and they have it inspected, All right. So in this particular circumstance, that argument doesn't wash. So your home has to be, number 3, in good condition. Number 4, the next thing you need to understand is when you're talking to a seller is you need to have a pre-written plan. A pre-written plan about what it is you're going to do after they give you this price adjustment. Okay? This price adjustment, you have to have a pre-written plan about specifically the next steps you're going to take for the next 7 days to go ahead and get their home sold. How you do that? Well, essentially you go ahead and you have it all written out so you can show the seller, well, Mr. Seller, here's the regular marketing plan that we already use. But once we go ahead and put your home on the market again with this adjusted price, these are the steps that we're going to take. Okay? Now those steps might be just as simple as, number 1, putting a price reduced rider on your sign outside in the front. Okay? The next is going back through the multiple listing service, doing a reverse prospect search to find out all the people who have registered to search for a property like yours, shooting them an email, letting them know with a new price. Third, contacting all the agents that have shown your property in the last 30 days, show them or give them a call and let them know that, hey, look, that property you showed of mine over on, Wood Street is now reduced in price. Okay? And then maybe another step you might take might be to say, well, maybe we could go ahead and put out new telemarketing or new canvassing to the neighborhoods, new flyers, but come up with 6, 7 different steps that you will take that is in addition to the regular stuff you will do to tell the seller, look, if you give me a 5% or 10% price reduction, then I'm going to do all this to go ahead and get my home sold for you, all right, or get your home sold for you. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Sellers want to see action. They don't want to see more of the same. All right. Point number 5. The next thing I would probably recommend to speed up the sale of your listing, okay, is to go ahead and ensure that you have a very competitive commission rate and or bonuses. Okay. Now, if the seller will not go for a price reduction, okay, if the seller will not give you 5% of a price reduction or 10% of a price reduction, all right, then tell the seller, okay, well, look, then let's do this. Let's make it more attractive to the agents to get more agents to show the property. All right, so let's create a bonus. Instead of a 3% co-op, why don't we make it a 5% co-op? Okay, now think about it this way. Let's pretend that the house is $120,000. Okay, that's the median sales price of a home here in Tucson. So if they will not reduce the price $5,000, which is about 5%, okay, but they're saying, well, look, I'll give you, $2,000 off, okay? Say, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go ahead and increase the co-op commission to 5%, okay? Because what will happen is you'll see the net result to that seller is actually 5%. It's actually that $2,400. But they don't have to pay it unless they actually get an offer that they can live with. Now think about the mental view of that agent who's showing properties in that neighborhood. They see 3%, 3%, 5%. Holy cow, your home is the first to get shown. Okay? So increase the commission that you are offering out by telling the seller, look, if you're not comfortable with the price reduction, then let's go ahead and offer out additional compensation to the buyer's agents. Okay? Another possibility is with bonuses and things of that nature. There's even been an agent I knew who one time gave away a Mercedes. Believe it or not, he gave a Mercedes away. All right, and it wasn't a high-end $30,000 car or anything like that, but it was a car of some sort, and for some reason it worked. Okay, so if the seller has something extra that they can give away, all right, like a boat or a car or something like that, then there's absolutely nothing wrong saying that you can't give that away to the selling agent. Okay, all right. Another possibility is to go ahead and have the seller pay for some of the buyer's closing costs, which of course you should already know. Help pay for some of their credit card debt, which will help qualify. There is another thing that you can do, but just really the bottom line that I'm trying to tell you is seller concessions are very important. If you can't do a price reduction, then seller concessions are also a great way to go ahead and expand your buyer market. Okay? And then about the 6th point that I would probably want to tell you when it comes down to it is that when you're trying to sell your property quickly, okay, After motivation, all right, after motivation, the only thing that is the most important is your aggressiveness and communication with that seller. You must be able to demonstrate that you're talking to them every single week, giving them a call. Hey, look, this is what I'm doing with the sale of your home. This is what's going on. This isn't what's going on, whatever. And as you go ahead and tell them what's happening in your marketplace, that communication will allow you to build that rapport so they understand what the market is doing. So how you use that rapport, that communication, every week as you go ahead and work with them, okay? You might want to mail to them copies of the articles that you see in the paper or on the internet, or any online blogs or anything like that that you subscribe to. You want to send them information about the marketplace, okay? And let them know what the things are doing in that area. Like right now, there's 3,500 homes for sale and only 1,200 actually sold. And in your zip code, you have about a 6-month wait. Things like that from the multiple listing statistics. You can use those as well as to your advantage. So hopefully those 6 steps will help you get your listings sold a little bit faster, but by all means, keep taking listings because that's the name of the game. If you want to last in this business, you have to list. So anyway, have a wonderful, powerful selling day, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day.